Hello, everyone, and welcome to Candidly Cantrice. I've talked about parenting a couple times on my channel. I've even mentioned parenting in my last video. Parenting is obviously something that is very evident in my life because I have three children. I have a 10-year-old daughter, a son who just turned 16 in April, and a daughter who will be 20. Please don't tell anyone. In July. I know I don't look old enough to have a 20-year-old. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I do. Because I was a teen parent, I got pregnant at 16 and had my daughter at 17. I was pregnant my 10th grade year in high school. I was a sophomore, and I had met her dad in ninth grade. So we were together for a very, very long time. Just so y'all know, speaking of parenting, I have a child who is down here on the floor trying to be quiet while I'm recording my video. And being as though I was a teen parent and my mother was a teen parent and her mother was a teen parent, even though my grandmother was married, she was still a kid nonetheless. And so with that comes, for me, it's not like it's impossible to be a parent or a teen parent, or like it's not something that can be accomplished, because clearly it is. But for me, the challenges that I faced with being a teen parent, yeah, I would have rather started my parenting at least late 20s, early 30s, because so much more knowledge would have been acquired that I could have instilled in my kids. Because my oldest is the closest in age to me, I feel like she lacks the most, because at 17 years old, I wasn't geared or equipped to properly provide her with what I feel she needed, or what I should have been providing her with. At 17, I didn't have enough knowledge of life anyway, at all, to be able to give her anything. And so, of course, I gave her love, affection, spent time with her, taught her different things, made sure she was well, took her to doctor's appointments, made sure she ate, her hair was done, she looked nice, she was bathed, the basic things. But there's other things as she was growing up that I didn't do with her, like spend time reading with her, or I don't know, like adventurous things with her, or traveling with her. I don't think we went anywhere until she was maybe close to her teens. And that applies to me as well. I didn't get to experience a lot of things just because of, my family's financial background. And because my mom is trying to put food on the table, or my dad is trying to put food on the table, because I've lived with both parents. And so going to the museum or going to the movies or traveling out of town was not an option, or wasn't, anything that was pressed. I'm trying to make sure these bills are paid and you can eat and you have clothes and shoes to wear. And so it's always been very important for me to let my kids experience different things that I didn't experience. And I want to say, school allowed me to experience so many things that I wouldn't have got to experience otherwise. As far as like going to museums and going out of town, Cedar Point trips. My grandma did take us to Cedar Point. That was definitely a thing for her. Cedar Point trips, going to Washington, D.C., different things like that. If it weren't for school, I wouldn't have traveled until I was an adult. I didn't make it to New York until I was 31. I didn't make it to a beach, and if you're familiar with Pennsylvania, Erie Beach, I didn't make it there until I was about 29. And so I'm trying to give my kids as much of a head start as I possibly can, and allowing them to experience the world outside of our neighborhood. Trying to educate them as much as I can on every topic. That's really important to me. Finances are really important to me. Them, getting money, whether it's from family members for birthdays or if it's a job you're working or whatever the case may be, that you're taking that money in. You are, paying for things you need to pay for, you're saving, you're tithing, different things of that nature. And never allowing yourself to not have any money. And so I'm just trying to instill that in them now, making sure you live within your means. You don't have to try to keep up with everybody. And if that's the type of person, because let me tell y'all how expensive my son is. I'm going to insert a picture here of him at his 16th birthday. My son has very expensive tastes, and he understands that in order to get the things that he wants, he's going to have to work for them, because he does have a job. And even he's willing to save his money, and he'll say, Mom, can you pitch in with me, or could you contribute any amount, because I'm trying to get this, or I'm trying to do this. And of course I will always help my children. I don't ever want my children to feel that they can't come to me for help, especially financially. But them understanding that you may have to do XYZ to get what you want, or you might have to wait, or you know what I mean, things like that. But just understanding that you're not just going to be handed things, and it's important to save and not to, a lot of things, everything. I can go on and on and on and rambling. The relationship with God is something that is very important that I try to have them exercise, and we have discussions about different topics. And I'm the type of parent that's very open. And we talk about sex, we talk about, abusive relationships, what domestic violence looks like. If somebody's trying to play you, anything that I know, I try to give to them so that they're able to use that information if and when they are ever in any of those situations. What are some things, parents, you talk to your kids about that maybe your parents didn't talk to you about, or other parents may feel is inappropriate, I guess, for you to talk about with your kids? Because let me tell you, other kids that they're around are giving them information that is inaccurate, such as if you have sex with a condom on, you're still a virgin. That is not true at all, okay? So there's information out there. I don't know where kids get the information from. Hopefully it's not adults. But they may not know. So it's important that my kids are educated. You don't have to follow the crowd. Be your own person. Don't bully. Be nice. Help people in need. Like, I'm constantly, they're like, we know, Mom, we know. I want to make sure you know that when the time comes, it will automatically come to the forefront of your brain. Like, you can hear my voice. Like, even though you're going to have to make your own decisions, which I had to come to grips with as my kids are getting older, that they are going to make their own decisions, and some decisions may not be great. I also try to let them know that the decisions that you make can definitely have a ripple effect on those around you. So to try to be mindful about what you are doing, what you are saying, how you're behaving, and different things of that nature, because that's really important. So yes, I can go on and on about the things that I'm always trying to instill in my children. I'm always trying to become a better person so that I can continue to pour into them. But I have to make sure I'm filled up, because you can't pour from an empty vessel. So with that being said, let me know, the things you're teaching your kids, because there may be some things that I haven't even thought of that I need to let them know. And make sure you like this video. Give it a nice hit that like button. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you are alerted to any of my videos. If you're feeling froggy, leave a a parent with a baby or a family emoji in the comments, just so I know you guys are rocking with me. But until next time, stay. Look. Ooh, that looks pretty.
Mommy, please.